carne asada, my beautiful baby boos. Welcome to another episode of Improv Quest. You're beautiful and wonderful, and I'm proud of you for being here. Welcome to our show where we roll dice, improv, and the dice rolls never really matter because you can change them. So, you know, we're going to have a great time tonight. We have two guests with us from Chaos Den podcast this evening. I can't wait for you to meet them. I'm going to hold off for as long as possible to actually introduce them, so you feel a real big piece of anticipation. But in the meantime, first of all, have you been to our website recently? Have you looked at our merch? Because there's a bunch of new merch on there that you probably haven't looked at. Also, there's new merch coming for our new campaign that we're working on that may have something to do with the astral planes, maybe something to do with pirates. You know, get on it early. Get on it while it's hot and fresh. I supported it before I even knew it was homophobic. It wouldn't be homophobic because I'm on it. But I love you all.
Keep rambling.
You're beautiful. You're beautiful. I know, I'm trying to build up the anticipation. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. Let's meet our lads for the evening. Hello, lads.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, lads.
Hello.
Hello.
I see you, Shiva, with anticipation.
All right, so this evening we have a wonderful lineup. You'll notice Turk is sitting on the couch versus in the spot where I currently reside, which is always nice to get him to sit and be tortured by one of us. It's so nice. Role reversal Fridays. It's a good time. So, let's go around the table. Everybody, introduce yourselves, what you do outside of the couch, maybe stream-wise, and who you are playing tonight, and what they are, and just a brief little keep your secrets. Specifically one of you, keep your secrets. We'll introduce that later. But we'll start with Slade.
Oh, hi. I'm Big Jim Slade. You may know me from such other endeavors as the Pyro Club and Big Jim Slade Gaming. But tonight I will be playing Dumford, the lovable, irascible, pain-in-the-ass piece of shit dwarf.
Yes.
I'll just leave it there. Yeah, we'll just leave it there. You don't need more.
That works.
Hi, hello,
Turtles.
everybody.
Yeah.
My name is Turk, and welcome back to the Grouch Couch. Yes, I want to see Turk squawk. I'm going to do my gall darndest, because tonight I'm playing Fizz, the unlovable Kenku who is searching for his voice, afraid of heights, and in love with fire. Yes. I have the feathers, we're ready to go. That's who I'm playing, and you can find me on such other things as One Guy, One Die, solo series on YouTube. Check it out. That's me.
Hell yeah. Next, we'll follow up with Dan.
Hello. Hi. My name is Dan, and I edit the Chaos Den podcast. And I'll be playing Wesley, the wizard. And he's also a tiny bit senile, but he has a plethora of skills. He can summon at will from his book to cause chaos and many other shenanigans.
Hell yeah. Dude, Slade was so
Excellent.
enamored by everything you just said. His mouth was agape the whole time. You were saying that. It was wild.
I also have something to share afterwards too.
Part of the crew.
_morbid.
Oh, resub from Sora. What's up, Sora? 41 months,
Sora.
you beautiful baby boo. You beautiful boy.
Cheers, Sora!
And finally, but certainly not least, Chris.
Hello, I am Chris. I am the host and game master for the Chaos Den podcast. Tonight I will be playing Kulop, the Aarakocra sorcerer archaeologist who has a fascination for the undead and for bones and for all things that are not living. I have a desire to seek out all the undead and to possibly bring it back to life. Who knows? But I'm here for my friend
Beautiful.
Wesley today.
Excellent.
He's here for
Excellent,
me.
my friend.
Fuck yeah.
So, these wonderful baby boos, if you've never watched this series before, you don't really know what you're getting into. This is an improv-heavy game where our players tell the story for the most part, and pretty much every turn after the first turn, we play a little bit of an improv game, which can be listed right below my face hole, right there. There are 20 of them right there. We'll be rolling to play one of those at the beginning of each round. of initiative, and we're gonna have a great time tonight. I hope you enjoy the story we have cooked up for y'all. Did anybody pay attention to what won the poll?
Let me see.
No.
Oh, it was
I did not.
it was the library.
Smoldering
Scorched
Libraries?
library.
Okay.
Yes.
Library.
A smoldering library.
Books and tomes of the ancient.
Books and
earth, maybe.
tomes, indeed. But what we're gonna do real quick is we're gonna run our intro, and then we'll come back in character and ready to go. And we'll start our story, my beautiful friends. So I'll be starting you off on your quest this evening. Get ready to get crazy. And don't forget, there is a suggestion feature for those of you as the 5th player of our campaign. 6th player, technically, because technically I'm playing too. There is a suggestive feature in the channel points that you can suggest things. And if one of our player characters takes it, you get your name written down in a little book. And then every 5th episode, we do a little giveaway of our merch. That's right, baby. So make sure to spam that.
Which is next week.
Part of the couch, a part of the crew.
There we go.
Mel, one
Odie Bell!
resubscribed. Well, hello there.
Odie.
Odie!
Well, hello there.
It's good to see you, Odie. Hi. Thanks for joining us.
Beautiful. Hell yeah. But yeah. Spam as much as you want in the chat there of suggestions. Hit those rerolls, hit those plus or minus ones, give a chaos item, go crazy. Make our they're over there. Make our 2 guests' lives absolute chaos. They named themselves the Chaos Den. Therefore, show them chaos.
We're here for it.
Do it.
All right. Do the thing. Roll credits.
Oats?
A lucky goat. It's a 4.5-legged goat.
Oh, good job, buddy.
Congratulations.
We find our adventuring party this evening post-battle. It has been a well-fought battle in the realm of a volcano. And atop this volcano region lies a smoldering library. A library for wizards, for people who have a magic inclination. And it is rumored, and the reason you have all climbed up here, is that there are tomes on transformative magic. You find yourselves at the gate of this library, the wrought iron gates with magma in the background. It's sweltering hot. Little flecks of cinders go through the air. There's little swirls of ash all over the place. And we find each of our characters ready to enter the library. Now, if I could have you all roll initiative for me to see who is going to take the narrative first.
Oh, rolling initiative already, I see.
Oh, yes.
Well, it won't be me.
Guess who's starting off?
Nor
you
I.
know? Well, that's perfect. I didn't want either of you to start anyway. We're going to start with Dumford, followed by Fizz, followed by Wesley, followed by Kulap.
That's great. How you doing?
Hi, how you doing, Dumford?
Yeah, it's it. Piss off. Anyway, so yeah, we're standing here outside the door, and it's smoldering. There's bits of ash and things. You can see the smoke coming out the windows and stuff. But the door is a big double door. It's got a big arch and everything there. All these engravings and shit like that on it, and 2 big metal handles. That sort of, I don't know if it goes in or out, but you know that's the way we're gonna play this for now. Let's figure that shit out. They don't have it marked or anything. They don't have like OSHA and shit like that up on a volcano. Who knew? So yeah, we're gonna sort of go up the stairs. And there's like this flight of stairs going up. It's got like 2 or 3 floors, but half of them are burned down anyway, because, you know, volcano. And I'm going to go up and I'm going to check the doors, see if, they're hot or anything.
All right. What would you call this?
I'm afraid of heights. I don't want to go up no stairs.
Oh, I didn't realize you were pot chicken there, kid.
You?
Yeah.
He's very good at carrying people.
Very, very good indeed. I carry Wesley all the time.
Yes, I'm quite spindly.
Would you like some assistance going up the stairs?
Yeah. You gonna carry me?
I'll carry you, most certainly. And I'll hover up and I'll grab him with my claws and I'll start flying him up the stairs.
Oh! I don't like heights.
Bird on bird
Fire.
violence. Okay, so
I just keep going higher.
before Dumford, before you roll to see if you could open the door, I want there to be an athletics I want Kulop to make an animal handling roll on how well you have a hold on Fizz while he's flailing in your arms.
Hey now, mate, I ain't no animal. Okay, all right.
That's
I'm
a 16.
Kenku.
All right, you're doing fine. You're actually quite used to the ruckus and rompousness of people moving while you carry them. So you are actually... So you actually hold on to Fizz quite nicely and place him down by the door where Dumford is.
291 reroll Kulop.
Oh, and we got a reroll from Nikki.
Reroll.
So
Okay.
Bitch.
5.
Oh
Looks like chat's plan there came to fruition.
Oh, the chaos has come.
Get fucked.
no! All right. So Fizz, you are just being a wriggly worm, aren't you? Yeah, you're being a little chaos.
Yeah.
And because of this, you are flailing your arms so much that Kulop, you slip from his claws and he's just holding on to you by a little bit of your shirt. He's got his claws pierced through your shirt and you're still wiggling. And you're...
What's that?
Sora_Morbid just redeemed crotch speech. Why is Fizz scared of heights?
Oh, okay. After you finish your explanation.
Okay, either way, you are kind of wriggling and he's just got your shirt and it starts to rip and rip and you fall down onto the stairs right near a smoldering fire part of the molten stairs.
Yo, dude, I'm like big time distracted by the fire, though. I love fire. Now, I see the fire and I'm like, oh, 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 you know?
That's fair. Would you give us a crotch speech now on why you're so afraid of heights?
No, I'm not wearing my bird legs. This isn't fair. I'm not wearing my bird leg. Oh, it's scary up here. It's too high. Oh, can I sit down now?
No, you gotta tell us why you're afraid of heights.
I'm
What
afraid of
caused
heights because when I was a child, my mother was trying to teach me to fly, and I'm a Kenku that can't fly, and she threw me out of the nest, and then I fell to the ground, and then a dwarf picked me up, and he took me to some races, and he bet on me, and it took all my gold, and then his ex-wife was sitting on a couch, and can I get down now?
Prove that was me. You can't prove that was me. No
Roll
proof.
for that was you.
Oh, geez, what am I rolling? All right, fine. Yeah. Ah, shit, it was me.
Fair enough. I was gonna say hi, it was you, but you said if shit, it's you, so it's
No,
you.
two's a failure. Two's a failure. Yeah, no, we got that. That's fine.
All right, then back on track. Dumford, would you roll me a sleight of hand to see if you can open the door? Chaos die. All right. So this chaos die, my friends, means this action that Dumford is about to take can go terribly well or terribly wrong. It is based on if you get odds or evens.
I got
It's a 21.
I got 21 there. It's a 19, and I got 2 there, so that's a 21.
All right. Turk or odds or evens good?
Odds are bad.
Odds are bad. Okay. So I will let you take it, Slade, if you have an idea of how you opened the door, but something goes terribly wrong at the same time, because you did open the door.
So I went up there, and I'm just sort of looking. It's got these long handles that they're made of like brass. Oh wait, My connection's freezing a little bit.
You're
there.
back.
Hold on. Okay.
You're back.
All right. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
He's back.
So they're like these long, like brass things with little knobs and little carvings and shit like that on it. So I go and I'm like, ugh, and I'm pulling really hard, and it's not really doing anything. So pulling. God damn it. So I push it, and yeah, it goes open. But as soon as I push it open, y'all seen Backdraft? You know, it's like that. You open the door, all of a sudden all this flame comes shooting out because we all of a sudden open the door into a fiery place. So yeah, there's all this fire shooting all over the place with me and Feathery over here too.
Oh.
Whichever Feathery you want. There's like 2 or 3 of them.
Floating still up high.
Yeah, I think so, huh?
Fizz, take it away.
I see the fire. And I turned to Dumford and I'm like, you remember when you rescued me when I fell out of the nest? Well, that's irrelevant right now. But there's fire. Quit talking about it, Dumford. I know that you love that you rescued me, but quit talking about it. There's fire!
Part of the couch, or part of the crew.
Kriana subscribed good morning or other time
morning.
zone side questers.
Yes!
Cheers,
Hell-
Brianna.
Yes!
Hello, our favorite Australian. Hello.
So, as the fire settles from this doorway, we can see that this doorway did indeed lead outside, but things outside are on fire. So the fire rushed in, but then there's just this dirty, murky sky outside of this place. And I step out and I go, everything's on fire, Dumford, it wasn't me. Where's Wesley? Wesley!
Yes, I'm right behind you. I see you there in the fire.
Yes.
I thought this place was called the Smoldering Library, not the On Fire Library. I was hoping to redeem a book.
Yeah,
There
we're
might be
looking for a
nothing
book
left.
to stop you from sneezing, right? So I heard a witch doctor call it allergies. Did you find the
Yes,
book?
it is quite the allergy problem. I was very self-conscious about my spindly body, and my spell went horribly awry. And now I need to fix this before things go awry again.
Are you the one that set everything on fire?
Quite possibly. It might have been me, it might not have been me. You'll never know. I will never tell.
Well, if you did, you got brownie points in my book. I love you because I love fire. But
I also love you, strange bird man.
yeah, one of the names Fizz. I'm still trying to find my voice. I don't know what it is, right? Anyways. So,
Hello,
seeing that the
Ritz.
book that we need isn't here, we need to figure out how to navigate the fire through this volcano town that's on fire. And I would like to roll a survival to see if I can find a clear path through this town.
I would say survival checks all around for all of you. I would say everybody can do a survival check.
Survival.
There we are.
Oh, Fizz got an 8.
Oh, Fizz.
Apparently my big brain is paying off.
All right, so Wesley, you find a beautiful path. Would you like to take it? Take the narrative and tell us the path that you have found.
Once the fire is cleared at the door, from a fire I may or may not have caused, I see the path that I left for myself, that was there originally, and I make my way through the Smoldering Library.
Make your way, drink.
Make your way. We have
I'm
a
making my
table.
way downtown.
We have a tabletop rule here that DMs overuse the words "make your way," and so it is you can't say it or you drink.
Oh.
So, yep, make your way. Take a bevy. Take a little sippy sip. Take a libation. Little sippy. Mississippi.
Would this Aarakocra love a sippy from my flask?
Oh, this Aarakocra would love a sippy from your glass. Is it whiskey or bourbon?
I will never tell, but you won't know until you try.
I
I'll
will.
like a stage hand and try and grab it and drink it myself.
He's one bird to another bird.
My bourbon.
Him. Only because he knows fire. I trust him.
I've been with Wesley for a very long time.
Fizz, you are falling out of frame a little bit. There we go. You're falling out
know.
of frame a little.
I know. Look at
Okay.
me over here. I'm over here now.
He's just so on fire, he's falling out of the screen.
I'm gonna be honest, you're doing a great impression of Amira. That's,
Nice. Sorry about
falling
that.
out of the screen, though. All right. So, you say you have a path that you didn't leave there? What were you
Yes,
saying?
there was a bit of fire there, and I left the forbidden section alone, and I'm trying to make my way to that section in hopes that I can find the cure to my allergies.
Okay. Do you want to give me a general adventuring move? So just a roll a d20 to see how you do at finding the forbidden book section.
Let us see how I do. Please, D20, roll. I got a 17. What does that mean?
That means you have located the forbidden book section. It is virtually untouched by the fire. I
know books very well.
It is almost as if it's encased in its own section of magical glass. It's encased in its own section protected from the fire, with just a simple little door keeping it protected. But you have no issue. But it looks like it hasn't been opened in quite some time, and it looks very, very dusty in there. Like there are books caked in dust.
Ah, excellent. Nothing can go wrong with a bit of dust. Of course. I will attempt to open the door.
All right.
Wesley.
What? Yes, Kulop. What is the problem?
Don't open the dusty door. We know what happened last time. We don't want a repeat.
What happened last time?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay. I won't worry about it then. And I attempt to open the door.
And I press the digitation in his face.
Excellent. All right. So, open the door. Roll me a d20 to open the door.
A D20 is rolled. It's a 9. How does that do?
Quick question. I know we explained the location. I don't remember us doing an exposition on these guys' characters and why we're here. Did we do that?
Yes, we talked about how we were trying to,
Reroll Gronk.
Cool.
All right, reroll Gronk.
Oh, no, I have to reroll to open the door. Oh, jeez. It is a 14 now.
All right, so the door... You did great. How do you open the door?
I start headbanging my magnificent wizard hair, and I windmill my way through that door. Just windmilling and having a great old time.
Okay, so you're just... All right, so you go through that door, whipping around your hair, and the door kind of just politely swings open, and you kick up a bunch of dust, which is great that Kulop did prestidigitation. Yeah, you're gonna... I would say I need you... I don't know what I would have you roll, but I want to see how well you can keep up the constant prestidigitations.
Arcana check?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah,
That sounds very appropriate. Not like me.
A 16. Oh, you're doing great then. And with that, Kulop, I would say that you could take the narrative of what happens next. Now that we are open into the forbidden part of the library filled with dust. How are you feeling? React,
Get the chaos
add...
die.
Oh, yes, and yes, Kulop, whatever your next roll is, will have a chaos die, which means if it goes odds, something bad happens, whether or not it's successful, and if it's even, something fantastic happens. So, continue on.
Interesting. Well, as I enter into this dusty room filled with tombs and books and other things, I slowly push Wesley off to the side, and I start peering around, looking around. Shelves covered in tomes with arcane writings, and elven, dwarvish, every nature of kinds that you could possibly find within a tome within a grand library such as this are all strewn about. Not a single speck is misplaced. All the books are where they need to be. I will slowly walk in and start looking alphabetically for allergies.
Nice.
I go to the part of the library labeled P.
I, Fizz, will spend my chaos die. My couch coin will be spent.
Okay.
I am going to add an NPC to the scene. His name shall be Dewey D. Samal. And he is a
Dewey
gnome.
D. Small. Okay.
I hope
Do you want to
understand
take
my
over then?
joke.
Yes, of
No.
course I do. Okay, you don't want to take him over? I'm just in charge of him? Okay. Yeah. So, you hear, Kulop, a skittering on the top, like over top of the shelves. You hear like a little... And a little gnome appears over the top of the shelves being like, forbidden books? Are you looking for forbidden books?
Oh, you looking?
Jeez,
Wesley, there's another fucking gnome. Why do we keep
1
running
minute.
into gnomes?
I'm looking at the pornography. I'll be right there.
You better not be looking at gnome pornography again. We'll have to talk about this.
Do not
They're not
judge me,
big
bird.
enough. They're not big enough for you. You're going to hurt them.
You
Forbidden
flatter me,
books?
sir, but that's just not true.
Pornography is all over the forbidden books. It is not in its own section. Each section, there is the most in D for degenerate.
And
That
dwarf.
makes sense.
I proceed
Little gnome,
to
what is-
the D section.
Go to get the D. I'm there for you, buddy.
Going for the D. Yes, we are here. We are here looking for from my friend Wesley here. We're looking for allergy medication for a arcane spell to permanently stop sneezing.
Sneezing.
Sneezing. Do you have?
And-
Yes.
The gnome is going to climb over the books and onto the little desk shelves that are holding the books and go right up to Wesley, in his face. And he is a dusty gnome. He is covered because he just hangs on.
Prestidigitation.
Roll me, brother.
Prestidigitation both the gnome and Wesley. You are way too
And-
good. I don't like it.
And Dewey, as he's not introduced himself, will grab onto Wesley's face and be like, "Oh, cursed are you?"
Yes,
Cursed?
I am cursed. Not as cursed as your face, but it is quite cursed. Can you help me with my sneezing problem?
Must know type of curse for allergy. Who placed on you? Is A name, is B name? A is 1, 2 is B.
It was myself that I placed this curse by accident.
Oh, self-inflicted. Masochist.
Yes. I
And?
wanted to be big and muscular, and it turned horribly awry.
Oh, well.
Two things.
Okay,
I was self-conscious.
All right, so let's go to I for insecure.
Hey,
Wesley, she's not wrong.
the truth hurts.
But sometimes the
Meanwhile-
truth needs to be spoken in order to get what you need.
So
Me
the
and Dumford
Dewey
are in
goes.
G looking at gambling. Hey, Dumford, what do you think of it?
No. This is like beginner shit here. How do you even read these? There's like dust all over these things here.
I've always wanted to learn how to play poker. Will you teach me, Daddy? I mean, Dumford?
No, there's only one person per season gets to call me daddy. No, that's already taken. We're just gonna go on with something else now.
Dewey is climbing over the tops of the shelves. And
Too high.
so you guys are in the G section. So he's going towards you to get to the I for insecure section. And as he is going over top of each of these shelves, it's just as Slade says, only one of you can call me daddy per season. And Dewey goes, "Daddy, you don't look like my
Back off,
daddy."
Kit Kat.
Oh, geez, not a goddamn gnome too. So what I'm gonna do is
Too
I'm
high.
sick of the dust, sick
Get
of
down.
the gnome. I'm tired of this. I'm gonna cast a quick. Why is he gonna cast it? There we go. No,
Ah, I knew I would find you two at the
Gust of wind.
G-spot.
I'm just
Here
gonna
we
cast gust
are.
of wind and just blow all the dust away. I'm gonna try and get rid of this goddamn gnome that's a pain in my ass. Just a whole bunch of wind blows through, and it's gonna hopefully clear the dust off these books already.
All right.
Oh.
Can I react to this?
It depends. Do you see Dumford casting it? Because he's in the G section, you're in the A section.
Good
do this
call.
too, because
Probably not,
So,
no.
but if you know what, let's do have you do a perception check there, Kulop, on whether or not you notice this in time.
And you got chaos.
14.
Perfect. Now, Jim.
Oh, chaos die too. Yeah, so that would be.
Yeah, and that's something
good.
extra good happens. Excellent. So, you in fact notice as you hear like the rustling of pages, and over top of the shelves, you see the dust rising, and you are just precipitation, like immediately, like.
Actually, I would like to gust of wind everything back towards him.
All right, yeah. Then in that case, can we have who's is more powerful? Can we have an Arcana check of for each of you? Whose gust of wind is thicker, girthier?
We had a good
Ourselves a
fight
dust
off
off,
since the last
boys.
time I went to the bar down by the. Oh, this is gonna be great. 12.
Well, I've got 12. 11. Oh!
Oh man. Oh, and there's nobody in chat that's gonna re-roll anyone either. I'm sure.
Not at all.
Chunkiest wind indeed. Blowing does make everyone have a small asthma attack. I love that, but we need something good, Nikki. I do love that though. So we Kulop, your wind is just strong enough that the wind does not reach you, but it is two winds mashing together.
+1 to the 11.
Oh, it's a tie. It's a freaking tie, there, kid. Yeah, we just spotted.
If I may, just to cause a little bit of chaos on this.
Yes.
I would
Yes.
say when the two gust of winds hit each other, it causes a small tornado to occur
That's
within the library.
Yes. Perfect. Yeah. So now there's this little dirt devil just going around the forbidden library.
Is it like
Dewey gets
blowing
sucked up
like,
into it,
all of the-
like.
all the books and shit are getting like pulled into this tornado.
I would say
Not
some
the
of them that
pornography!
are the ones that aren't chained doan for sure. There's like scattered papers and scrolls that are going up in it. Dewey's in it, just like whoa, goodness. See if we're clean up. Oh, infamous. Oh, deep of dust.
Too high.
So you know he was heading towards the eye section, Kulop, but he doesn't quite get there because he's now in the dirt level. So
Whoops.
Oh, at least the books are clean. Here you go, kid. Here's one on card gambling. Go have your games. There you go. I'll just hand it over to Fizz.
Somebody said gambling? Can I participate in that?
Oh, I'm trying to teach. Well, we're trying to learn how to gamble. We're both very amateur.
I was raised by dragons, gem dragons particularly, and they were very good at gambling away lives.
Oh,
I could
maybe
help
you can
learn.
teach us. That'd be cool.
there is a certain
Yes.
kobold that would be very excited to find out that you were raised by dragons.
Uh-oh.
Oh my.
All right. And that, my friends, as I imagine you're heading still towards the eye section there, friends? Kulop, or...
Attempting to.
Okay.
I am heading towards the eyes. For insecurity.
All right. So that wraps up our first round of initiative. So I'm going to have you all re-roll initiative to change up the order here. And also, I'm going to roll a d20 to find out what our first improv game is.
Ba-ba-da-ba.
Fizz had a cool idea and only got a 7. Oh! Are you mocking me? I'm the mockingbird, first of all.
No, I just
But
have
no, we
ADD.
But now there are two birds in the group, and we can mock each other together.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
Well,
how
you
do you
might
clean your
still-
feathers? You like shampoo or...
No, I do
Used
dust
we all
baths.
re-roll the 7.
Oh, Fizz, we rolled a 7.
Wait, who's 7? Who's 7?
Fizz.
Okay.
The
Oh,
chaff
well, also,
gods
wait a
favor
minute,
thee.
though, because also the improv game was a 7.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yes, but I hadn't told anybody it was a 7 yet. They were only aware of yours, unless you want to count it as me doing a
Spoiler
reroll
alert.
from my as well.
Spoilers.
That, my friend, is up to Rum Tum.
Rum Tum, do you want us both to reroll? Do you want Fizz? Obviously, Fizz has rerolled to a 14, but do you want me to reroll as well, which was going to be the improv game? Because I also got a 7. I just hadn't said it yet. Or only the 7 you were aware of.
Mystery sevens. Ooh.
All right.
Sure.
That narrowed it down a lot there. Thanks, Rom.
I'll just reroll.
Thanks, bud.
One or the other. Sure.
I got an 8. That was my reroll. Okay,
That's
so
better than a 7.
our new order looks like
Dumford's first. Then
yep,
Fizz,
Dumford, then
Wesley. Then Kulop.
and then Kulop. So we haven't changed a goddamn thing. Excellent.
Yes.
Except for the fact that now we're doing it in tall tale mode. So how tall tale mode works is pretty much everything that you do, and I know that amongst you all, you're probably like, I was already doing this, what the hell are you talking about? Everything must be an exaggeration, even if it's something as simple as eating a bowl of cereal. You must do it as if it's a tall tale of my spoon, forged by the orcs of Ankh-Morporkian, dives into the cold and golden milk of the cows of Arathabeth to eat my crunchy berry bran of the morning. Tall tales. We're telling
Tales.
tall tales across the board. Even mundane shit must be exciting. That is how this round of initiative will go. So we're adding some flavored text on it, baby. Questions, concerns, major malfunctions.
I got plenty of alls.
Hell yeah.
Plenty of.
All right.
That too. But that's back in the car. You got to find them later.
Okay,
So-
we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all in the back seat. You'll see it.
The back seat.
So.
Slade, yes,
Dwarf did all kinds of
Dumford.
things there. So yeah.
Take us away.
So I'm watching the gnome as he sails off to some foreign land where people are even smaller than him with a dumb road. And I'm like, okay, cool. As the tornado just goes through the vaulted ceiling. So then I take this book. It is Games of Cards and Chances. It is bound in the richest red leather, much like my friend Fizz's red burgundy clothing that we totally didn't steal from some sort of merchant someplace. But we're not going to talk about that.
Never.
No.
Talk
But
about
this
what?
rich book of games and
Pause.
cards.
Play.
Tavern Talks just redeemed pause.
I tried to strike
Excellent,
a pose.
Fishy. Thank you.
Thank you for that time stop there, Fishy. That was pretty freaking cool. I appreciate that. As I hand it over, much like a father handing to the son the heirloom, it's gonna go, yeah, Fizz, knock yourself the fuck out. And I throw the book at him.
And I take it and I hit myself in the head. Daddy said to hit myself.
The better take
I
things
don't
this
even
way.
know how to react to that there, kid.
Dumford
my
did
God.
say knock yourself out.
Yeah, no, I could have sworn I taught you about euphemisms and things, but I guess I didn't. All right, fine.
Not at all.
So I turn and I look as our two companions, one going, trying to get every little bit of dust out of the air because he's got OCD or something, but the magic is flying off. And I'm just gonna go look over to where the I section is, because that's where they were all going, right? Because insecure, impotence, all those things that those guys probably have all over in that very big shelves of books. So I'm gonna go ahead on over there and I look. Books as far as the eye can see, all with the letter I on it. It's like when little Jimmy was watching the little puppet thing on the video stone. All the eyes. And I look, and there is one, and that's where I'm gonna hand it off because I want somebody else to come up with the title of the book I just grabbed.
Nice.
I don't know who's next.
That
It would be
Fizz.
Fizz next.
Cool.
Fizzle
And then
Rudy.
just hand it there.
The book that he grabs is a book titled Impotence and How to Raise Your Kenku Son. And Fizz says, we're standing amongst all these books and he's got that one and I give you the eyeball and then what I do is I take the book you gave me, gambling, come in handy later. I put it in my feathers somewhere, it disappears. And then I look around and I'm like, I've got this. Papa, and I'm going to cast a spell. By using, I'm an alchemist, right? So work with me on this, DM, if you'll allow me to. I'm gonna take a magic potion, and I'm gonna smash it on the ground. And this is kind of weird, but I'm gonna cast a spell called Alchemist Fire. And instead of targeting people, I wanna try to target the book we are looking for. Maybe magic book, like detect magic, but Alchemist Fire.
All right.
You read it?
No, I believe you. I would say, chaos die.
It's
I would
fairy
say
fire, not alchemist fire. Fairy fire.
Fairy fire. Okay,
That's a big
That is
difference right
quite the
there.
difference.
That's a very big difference.
Yeah, okay, so
I was really wondering where you were
Man,
going
I
there.
just like fire. I've got all these fire spells.
okay, fairy fire. Tell me what fairy fire does.
Fabulous.
Okay.
It's hard to read
Object
if you
in
want to
a-
read it in chat.
It's okay, I got you. Object in a 20-foot cube within range are outlined in blue, green, or violet light, your choice. In each creature in the cube is also outlined in if it fails on a dexterity saving throw for the duration, objects affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius and can't benefit from the invisible. So, I would say in this, I know it's technically because normally you would have to cast it against a creature and then they would have to make a dex save. I would say you make the dex check to see how well this potion works for you.
Okay. The dex check. Can I use, Arcana? Say the spell works well.
Yeah, why not? I don't give a fuck.
That's a spirit, kid. I like it.
That's the right
My
attitude
dex-
right there.
It's better, but...
Ooh, a 7.
Plus 7. It's a 14.
Oh, plus 7 is a 14. Goddamn. Goddamn, girl. Goddamn. All right.
Are you proud of me, Papa?
Also, it's a 14, so something extra good happens because Bishy.
Chaos and Thread has followed.
Chaos and Thread. Cheers, friend. Welcome
Hi,
to
Chaos
the
and
show.
Thread.
Cheers.
Hello.
Cheers.
That is
Welcome
the
there,
bird's
kid.
wife.
That is the
Bird's
wife of the Chaos Den.
Not mine.
Bird's wife.
I don't
when are
have
you
a
gonna
wife.
be? When are you gonna be a guest, Bird's wife?
Yes.
We need
I
more
am a
boobs on the
guest.
couch.
Oh,
And I'm not allowed to show mine anymore, so somebody else has to be on here.
Was one time I said that y'all got naked. It's not my fault y'all got naked.
okay. So
So,
Chaos died as
Fizz.
well, huh?
Yes, well, no, so you got a 14, so that's something extra good happens. Because I'm just going, I'm not making you roll multiple dice. Who's got time for that?
Okay. All right. Okay.
So I'm
really
just
got time
taking
for
your roll I don't got that kind of time. So we're going to take your roll as you've done it, plus the fact that it was a even number means something extra good happened. So
Extra good
not
for
only
me,
does
Fizz, or for the situation, kids.
whatever you fucking desire, homie, it's for you. You
Papa?
can decide.
Papa, tell me you love me, Papa. I'm just kidding. So
I'm just looking through the books here. I'm just like, yeah. Indigence. Oh,
Yeah,
no, that's
whatever.
not good. Illusions. Oh, this looks pretty good. What did you say, kid? I don't know.
I throw my alchemist potion on the ground to create a fairy fire. And this beautiful maroon color shows up everywhere. And there's a bunch of cool books that light up, but one of them lights up in gold. And I'm like, fiery Wesley guy. That's what you're looking for right there. And
Oh!
the extra special thing that happens, the gnome, Dewey D. Samal, had a family, and they got lost in the library. And he's been looking for them for years, and he finds his family hidden amongst the books.
Didn't he get blasted through the ceiling?
Well, that's it. He came flying back down when the spell wore off and
Oh, okay.
landed right on the table, busted the table his family was hiding under.
Families.
I was gonna say, he
3.5.
finds his family, but he's not here to find them. Fuck him.
Fucking gnome.
Yeah, and that ends my turn. Wesley, look.
All right. Perfect. We move into Wesley Town. It's your
Yes.
turn, Wesley.
I will take this golden glowing book out of his
Oh, wait.
mighty feathery arm. And
Can I
I will
back up?
extend my Yes, you can. I will recede.
I didn't do tall tale mode so quickly. I throw down my potion to the ground and it explodes in a crazy flurl of magic, and a gnome from the sky falls and lands on a table and finds his children that have been missing for centuries. And I point and say, Wesley, the mightiest of glowing books, has arrived!
And I extend my hand to the book, and I go, yes, this is the book outlining how to cure insecurity. And I open the book, and it simply says, get fucked. What do you mean, get fucked? What does this mean?
There's a place right on the outside the volcano. I can get you there. We'll get, it's like 10 gold. You'll be fine.
Wesley, I think the whole goal of that book is to fuck the gnome.
Will that cure my allergies? Is to fuck the gnome?
I think it will, yes.
No.
You don't know until you try.
I take off my mighty robe, and it flails in the wind, and I am exposed to the smoldering air. And I look upon the... Is the gnome dead? Please clarify.
Roll for if the gnome is dead. Roll me a d20. Is the gnome dead? High rolls, he's alive. He's alive.
I look at the alive gnome on the ground, and I say, will having intercourse with you cure my insecurities and my allergies? For here I am, ready to receive and or give.
His wife
That's when I realized that impotence book. That impotence book
in the library
is a spell book. That impotence book. I'm going to use my couch coin here. The impotence book is actually a spell book, and I open it up, and I'm just reading aloud. Saltpeter, think of the nuns, and all of a sudden it goes off, and there's an impotence spell.
Thank God. On who?
Everybody in the room. Fuck it. Let's do it. It's an area of effect.
Roll me. You know what? Roll me a d4.
Sure.
And that tells me how many people on the room that it worked on.
3. Then I'm
okay.
3.
Everyone but you.
Perfect.
Well, Dumford wasn't going to be included in that.
No. And the obelisks in tall tale mode. The obelisks did topple.
Cool up and Fizz. Give me rolls for not shitting yourselves because your cloacas have softened.
Acrobatics?
That wasn't even compliment.
This would be
I pooped myself.
I got a 10.
Perfect. Both of you are now distracted by the fact that I'm waiting for this. You're both distracted by the fact that you've pooped yourselves and the plop on the floor of white viscous goop releases dust from the ceiling into the air, and yeah, you two distracted this time, Cool Up. So give me a what? A survival, a dex save over there, Wesley, to see if you avoid sneezing this time.
1 second, I will give myself a save.
Constitution, that's what it is.
Never mind, ignore that roll, that was dexterity. Constitution, no, not that one. This one, Constitution saving roll.
7.
I am sneezing.
Finally.
Yep, tell us what happens there, Wesley.
In tall tale mode.
I look down upon mine shaft, and I notice that it's not rising to the occasion.
You gotta reroll.
Will I ever cure myself of my insecurities? What was that? Let's just announce I was in the moment.
Reroll your con save.
I will re-roll my con save. At normal.
A 17.
I do not sneeze.
Jesus, Hubert.
I still look down upon my rod, and I go, I am not rising to the occasion. How will I ever cure myself of my allergies if I cannot have intercourse with this gnome? No one will ever know.
Can someone use quote ad, please?
Or at the very least,
I need a
clip it.
t-shirt
At the
that
very
says
least,
that.
clip.
Dewey actually gets up from under the table where he's been hugging his his gnome husband and his 2 adopted children, and their dust bunny pets, and be like, just ask. Insecurity is large section. Hold on, you picked wrong book. Wrong book. Must remember, points and numbers equal letters, and we go to insecurities, we go into transformative insecurities right here. Insecurity and transformation, and you. This is what you need. But you must think. You must think and know what you would like to change about yourself, or it will show the wrong thing.
But as far as I'm concerned, I am close to perfect. Besides my dear insecurities, I wish to not hate myself.
He's got deer
Oh no!
insecurities. Lady, he doesn't want to be a deer anymore. Right?
Oh, it is saying that I need to just love myself and I'll stop sneezing. Oh, it was so simple. That can't be right. No, this is not the right book.
Yes.
You want to test
All
it?
right.
Wesley, you're the
Until the
best.
spell
Wesley,
wears off.
I cast command on Wesley.
Oh, you do.
I do. And I tell Wesley, and I command Wesley to love himself. Take that as you will.
And Wesley starts beating his very limp meat.
Love yourself. That's some good loving right there.
In the
Wesley,
middle
Wesley,
of this
Wesley,
dusty
no,
library,
no,
I will
no.
love myself.
As I'm going to use a couch coin here because I've had 2 spent already, so that means I can take one. As you start loving yourself, you hear a soft to loud cackling. You hear laughter all around you. And as you look around, you see the spectral images of all of the wizards who have ever looked down upon you, Wesley, and have told you you were nothing and made you feel inadequate for your limp noodle shaft. And, you know, you are surrounded by the spectral images with pointing faces of all of the wizards who have ever pooed on your party, as it were. And with that, you beating your limp meat, which has done this, we move to...
And slightly crying at the same time.
We move to Kulop.
Does Kulop see all these images surrounding
Yes.
his dear friend? I will just walk up to Kulop, and I see him sitting there trying to softly massage himself into completion. Tears running down his cheeks, whimpering slightly as he looks around at all the eyes peering at him and the fingers pointing down towards him. His demeanor slowly demolishing back to his childhood traumas of being back in his wizarding days. And I walk up and I pat him on his back. It's okay, Kulop. We all know it's okay. We all have
You're
times
Kulop.
when we can't get hit up. I am Kulop. Good job, Wesley. It's okay, Wesley. It's okay. And I gently start stroking his back, giving him a soft comfort of a friend's soft hand on his back. And as I do, Dewey Decimal walks up, starts looking at him dead in the eyes, whispers in his ears, "This wasn't what I meant."
And with that, we go on our break. We'll be back in a couple of minutes for all of you to enjoy the arrival of the end of our story. Will we solve Grunk sneezing? Will we ever know if masturbation is really the key to happiness? happiness. But in the meantime, let's do some thumbnail poses, my friends. Get some beautiful, gorgeous poses of our homies for our thumbnail for the OOTubes.
For the OOTubes, all right.
YouTube.
OOTubing. So if you guys in the chat have any ideas on how you'd like them to pose, like sad masturbation pose, or lost control of your cloaca pose. Like your Sora says, make pose like you're falling.
I'm afraid of heights. No, but for YouTube, both of you guys, get close to your cameras, look right at your cameras, and give me a smolder. There you go. And now scoot back as far as you can.
Now touch tips through the camera.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm telling you to do. We'll be right back, everybody.
Counterspell! Counterspell!
Hi, I will be doing an impression of Courtney Love from Hole this evening. How are we all doing back from the break? Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Improv Quest Part 2, baby. We're about to see if these fine lads will be able to cure Wesley's sneezing predicament. We haven't seen yet what it is called, what happens when Wesley sneezes, but maybe we'll cure it before we even have to see the chaos that it causes. That's right. So let's welcome back the lads. Hello, lads.
Hello! How you doing? How are you? How's your mother?
Fine. She's
I think she died.
feisty.
Eaten by a dragon.
Oh, well, good. And I'm sorry.
I'm trying to convince my mom to join Feet Finder. But let's go around the circle, see how everybody's doing. Slade, how you doing, buddy? How's it hanging?
I'm fucking wonderful, kid. It's great.
Excellent. Turkles, Fizzaroni.
Well, I'm doing all right. I got my dwarven savior here, and a guy who casts a lot of fire, and someone else that understands my cloaca problems. And, yeah.
Those balls are a very nifty thing to deal with.
Yeah.
Dan, Wesley.
Yes, it is I, Wesley. And I'm currently have 2 problems, impotence and allergies. Very sad impotence.
And Chris Kulop, how you doing?
Fantastic as always, just trying to help my friend get over his allergies.
Fair. You've done a great
Now
job so
possibly his
far.
impotence. It's been a long time coming. I don't think I can help him with his impotence, though. That's a him problem.
So where we left off, we are in a library on a volcano that is smoldered from the inside, but we found ourselves in the safe haven and dusty haven of the forbidden book section, where a gnome named Dewey Decimal is trying to help us find a book that will cure Wesley's allergies. When we left off, though, we had found a book for insecurities and transformations there within, which led to maybe somebody beating their meat, and then the spectral ghosts of all the wizards that have ever come before him laughing at him. But that is, in fact, how we left off.
No, I'm not leaving.
So, as
A point of brain clarification.
No,
Yeah, I was like,
no exercise.
no
reading.
post- yeah,
In the
no
first scene, I was
post-nut
like,
clarity here.
we see outside and everything's on fire. Did we just kind of like decide it was just a room then instead of being outside, right?
No, so there's a whole library.
Yeah.
There's a whole library that you are within, but you have found the forbidden section of so the library is smoldering. The library,
I got all that.
but there's one room that you are in that's the forbidden section, and that's free from flames.
And there's an adjacent
I think
room
you
that's
said it
just
was
completely on
encased in
fire.
glass.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Magical
the room
glass.
you are in is encased in magical glass that's keeping all the forbidden books safe.
Copy that.
Because the last thing you want is a bunch of forbidden magic books that have minds of their own catching on fire, because Lord knows what's going to happen. You'd have a whole bunch more problems. So, to start us off, we are going to have everybody re-roll initiative. Let's get a new initiative order going here. And then I will roll for what our improv game is.
My dice curse continues in my name, even outside of the Chaos Den.
I see that. Okay.
Indeed.
It's the same order.
It's the same order. Oh my god. And it's I got my 7 again too. Does anybody in the chat want to do a re-roll?
Hey, 7 is meanwhile. We haven't done meanwhile yet. Meanwhile's cool.
I know. Yes, meanwhile. Well, okay. So we're looking at the same order once again. Dumford, Fizz, Wesley, then Kulop. And now we start off. Oh, opened the wrong document.
Oh.
I have so many things open right now. Okay, so number 7. We have the game Meanwhile. At any time, the DM can say meanwhile, and the player must improvise a quick cutaway scene showing what's happening elsewhere in the world. Maybe the NPCs, maybe villains, or background events. So you get to just make up some weird canon of what's happening elsewhere.
Excellent.
Yes. So, Dumford, my friend.
All right. So the scene is the wizards are all standing around looking at poor floppy Wesley there. The gnome has come up. Meanwhile, Culottes here is just giving it like friendly pat on the back. I got that pretty much set away there. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah.
This is kind of boring at this point. I don't want any of this. I'm a little uncomfortable. I had my own problems when I was back in magic school where everybody pointed and laughed at the dwarf. It works. We're dwarves. But anyway, I go over to the next section, which is it's back to the D's again. And I pick it up, and it's a book of dust. And I'm gonna go, okay, this is a little bit on the nose. So I'm gonna open it up and go, not realizing it's just gonna be a big cloud of dust again. Because, goddamn it, I'm just brute forcing this.
All right. Meanwhile,
back at the Tall Tale Tavern, you see some of the folks that are kind of sitting around. It's a little quiet there because nobody's telling stories or nothing. Rosie's putting drinks out on there. And somebody decides to roll the bones. There's a little misunderstanding. And a bunch of guys grab Marrow and just start tossing him against the wall and gambling on how many pieces land straight up and down. It's a weird game. They seem to like it though. And one guy's holding Marrow's skull up to the side going, "You're cool with this, right?" We don't care.
Hubert said that's canon now. Hey, look, Hubert's helping me being a lore master, so go ahead, write it down, Hubert. Thank you.
Wait, I've got something for this. There we go.
it's canon now. Perfect. So back to where you're at. So you've blown the dust in the air.
Because I'm going to read this book because it sounds kind of interesting and it's in like theme of the library. So I'm just like, get rid of this crap. And I'm going to see if I can get it to reach everybody around accidentally, of course.
So you can force another player to make a check directly if you want to.
Okay, I was going to have myself check, but yeah, you know what? I'll do that there. I'll do that. I will use the ability to make. Well, there's a bunch of people there. We'll have Dewey, Kulop, and Wesley all getting dust in the face and see if they're sneezing or something.
Constitution saves all around.
Constitution
saves all around.
I would say that Dewey has like a +7 for his Constitution save. Oh no.
Kulop got a natural 1.
Excellent.
Whoop-tees.
Nah, this book looks pretty cool. So much shit on this.
All right. So, yep.
And it turns out it's kind of boring. It's just desert porn. Who knew? Boring.
Everybody has a little bit of the hachu.
Everybody has a bit of the hatoons.
And because I'm hatchooing, I don't see dear Wesley having his hatchoo.
Exactly.
Hatoon!
Oh shit, Wesley.
At you.
Wes.
Oh, geez, I'm
And-
sorry about that, guys. Oh, crap. Oh, geez, I feel bad now.
And
Uh-oh.
Am I allowed to
Deception check?
describe what happens? So, what basically happens is that there is a big cloud of smoke that envelops Wesley, and then you just see the shadowy form just like elongate, and his arms turn muscly, and then as the clouds kind of dissipate, you see this barbarian with a great axe and a loincloth just standing there like really pissed off and like just looking around at everyone just me croak, me smash.
Well, you did it now.
Your move.
Oh,
Nice.
oh, you didn't say barbarian transformation. This is extra insecurity. Hold on, we need to go to the Rosif Rogan section.
Oh, geez, I like having my hair on. God damn.
Okay, so all these wizards are still around, right? They see Wesley turn into Gronk, and they shame him
Yes.
even more. They
Yes.
point, they laugh, but while they're pointing and laughing, they put like a dome over him, like a protective dome, to stop him from
Meanwhile.
smashing.
Oh god.
Meanwhile, you can see Dumford's wife sitting
Which
on
one?
a couch,
Oh.
watching
Okay.
TV.
It's
And
accurate.
next to her, her daughter, Juno. And Juno is, as we know, haunted on the inside. And the ghost comes out of Juno and goes into Juno's mother. And then
Meanwhile,
Juno and the... Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, there are 4 treants. And all of them are talking about the assassination of Kennedy. And
meanwhile,
somewhere else in the world, there is a man selling tickets to the next Metal Omnicon show. And he comes across a gnome strip club. And while he's there, he meets a dwarf who has, he's selling velvet. And he buys thousands of gold worth of velvet, ruining the economy, forgetting that he was selling tickets.
back to reality. Oop, there goes gravity.
Fizz approaches this dome.
Meanwhile, no, I'm just kidding.
So, as an artificer, I want to use one of 2 different things, and as the game master, you can tell me maybe what you think might be what, but I have 2 different things. First of all, I have infuse item, and secondly, I have once a day I can do, hold on, where is it? I can basically make an experimental elixir once per day, and
Okay.
I can infuse a book, or I can make an experimental Viagra potion to give to Gronk to tell him that his worries and insecurities are because as a barbarian, he cannot get hard, and that sucks. But if the potion lasts longer than 8 hours, he should see his local herbalist.
Does Gronk believe in herbalists?
Gronk no read. Gronk smash.
So,
Herbal, huh?
on the experimental elixirs, I'm supposed to roll 1d6, but I have healing, swiftness, resilience, boldness, flight, and transformation. I kind of feel like any one of those could be reworded to be Viagra. But I can re-roll it if you want.
I want to see how you
Pick a
reword
potion.
flight to mean Viagra.
Okay.
It's Leviosa.
The drinker gains a hardness speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes.
Oh,
I don't know.
So I'm gonna say this. I know it says roll a D6,
Roll a G6.
but I'm gonna say roll a D8. And then if you get a 7 or an 8, you can make it do whatever you want.
7 or an 8. 7 or an 8.
That's a 6, goddammit.
Damn
It's a
it.
transformation.
Hold on. Transformation, the drinker's body is transformed as if by the alter self spell. Transformation caused by the spell, the effects of which last for 10 minutes. Could still mean boners.
It could also possibly mean transforming Gronk back into Wesley.
Yes. So we could do high roll, low roll, see what happens.
Yeah, go for it.
I approach the dome, and I go, Gronk, I know we've never met, but I am a bird of kind. I know your troubles, for I can see the flaccidness of your penile situation. Please. I know, yes, calm down, it's okay. It's not your fault. None of this is. And I hand him a potion. I go, here, this will help you. Drink it.
All right. Call it, Gronk. Highs or lows?
High, he turns into Wesley. Lows, he has a raging boner and starts smashing inside the orb.
Okay, we're rolling it.
50-50.
Lows, boner time, baby. Boner time, baby.
There's the sound.
Well, you could say that he rages.
Is he like Bane in the Valentine's Day episode of the Harley Quinn show where he's just fucking books and shelves and like just...
Oh yeah. So Gronk is inside.
Hell
this,
yeah, Pubert, you get a coin for that. We'll write your name down, Pubert. Hell yeah.
So
same with Nikki.
So he's inside this protective dome that the wizards have cast over him. Mm-hmm. And he's just like, Gronk smash! Gronk smash! Gronk smash! And he starts wailing, just wailing all over the dome, trying to get out ferociously. He needs to smash or smash. He's extremely pent up, just smash, 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 smash. And then he notices the dome doesn't mean the ground. So he starts digging with his axe, just like smash, smash, smash. And he just goes smash, 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 smash. Burrows.
Couch coin. You get a couch coin for that. You get a couch coin.
He goes into the ground, and you just hear this trembling underneath your feet, and you're this very, very faint, and just and the library is shaking as this gigantic 6'6" barbarian is digging with his axe, ready to smash or smash. And he's just going up, and eventually you just see this axe start to poke out, and it's just slow. The hole's getting wider and wider and wider.
Yeah, how close would you say you're getting to the volcano?
I nudge Dumford and I go, well, he's underground. Looks like he's trying to lay some pipe.
He's laying the thickest of pipe.
Going pretty deep there is what I'm seeing.
How close am I to the volcano?
Wait till he comes up.
So you can say it yourself or make an oracle roll. Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah.
How does an oracle roll work? Please
Yeah, well, it's just a yes or no, basically, like we have been doing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a 50-50.
Oh, okay. Either he pops up in the library, or he pops outside and just starts plummeting into the volcano.
All right, highs or lows? What highs or lows then?
Highs, he pops up in the library. Lows, he pops out outside.
All right.
Barbarians that are enraged have fire resistance, right? 90!
90! He pops up in the library.
So he starts smashing his way into the library, into the G-spot section. He's just out there, smash, 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 smash.
Oh, dude, he found it. That was really hard to find. There's no map or nothing.
He's been looking for quite some time to find that one.
And then he sees the spirits up above that encased him, and he looks at them and goes, smash! And he starts jumping on top of the books, and he's going after the spirits now with a raging boner. Just like, if you imagine, like, he has a loincloth, right? So his loincloth is just kind of poking out like that. And he's just like, smash! And all the spirits are like, oh no! And then he grabs one of the wizard spirits and throws him onto the ground and goes, time to smash!
Cool up? You wanna, we're gonna pass to cool up. Do you?
Hey, I'm with this guy. I pull out alchemist fire. I'm ready to fight. Let's kill him.
That's not where I saw that going, so we're moving to cool up.
I've got a suggestion spell right at the ready.
I also have a suggestion spell at the ready. And I cast it on I keep calling him Kulop, on Gronk.
Yes.
And I give you the suggestion, Gronk, my friend. Smash all the wizards.
Gronk can smash all wizards. Ah!
Yes. But make sure you finish in every single one.
What?
What?
Okay, I'm gonna help.
I pull out alchemist stuff and start making Gatorade. He's gonna need it.
And one by one, Gronk smashes his insecurities. All the wizards that have looked down upon him. And it is... Am I allowed to describe this unconsensual stuff that's happening right now?
If I may, the looks of all the faces on the wizards as Kulop says this, that you must finish in every single one. Terror crosses all their eyes, and they attempt to vanish before Gronk gets his hands on them.
Yes. Yes.
The one that you have already begun mounting, looks back at you in panic, tries to whisper to you, I just followed along with the herd. I always thought you were a very good friend. Please, no.
I look at the spirit and I go, me no read, me Gronk. And as I attempt to smash him into the ground, I'm gonna say he disappears for the love of God.
Yep.
Yes.
As Gronk is smashing this wizard into nothingness, into dust, let's say. The dust poofs back across Gronk's face from the disappearing wizard. And in doing so, a little bit of dust goes up Gronk's nose.
And just purple dust. He comes back, and now it's a naked Wesley standing there very confused. What happened? Where am I?
She wakes
Why do
up
I
and
need
his
to
hands in
leave?
Gatorade. There you go.
Oh, thank you for the Gatorade.
Wesley, I
needed
think
that
I think we may have solved your problem. Every time
My
that
problem?
you have a yes, your problem. When you have a sneezing fit, all you have to do is fuck the wizards of your past.
I beg your pardon. Fuck
The solution was inside of you all along.
I'm writing that down in the
sense.
insecurities book. It's like, oh, here we go.
Outside of you, and apparently inside of one of the wizards that you turned into. Well, he's on your feet right now.
It's right.
What sort of fuckery is this?
As you do, Dewey comes up from the Rosif Rogan section and goes, the get fucked did you well, huh? Meanwhile, we move on to a rather large 7-foot tiefling pumping iron in a hotel room. She's just pumping iron. She's having a grand time. She's a little bit sweaty. Yeah, that's what I thought. But no, Dewey comes back and he's like, now, you did get fucked, or at least you tried. Look at my poor library. I'm going to have to Dewey this all myself. But here you go. Here is the book you need. It has to do with roid rage and transformations, and this will be what you want. And opens the book, and in it there is a very simple looking potion recipe that you can build for yourself and take it as a daily dosage.
Well, I could make this for you, Wesley, but rather saying than we did solve your quest, we may have also given you a better one. A quest for your future to find yourself. You could solve your curse by fucking all 12 wizards of your past, or you can take a potion every day. That's up to you.
Well, are you offering to make me this potion daily?
Well, it just sounds like a really good campaign that I would love to see.
Oh, yes. I would also love to participate in this campaign.
Yeah.
Wesley,
So
I think we have an adventure to go fuck 11 wizards.
maybe they're evil wizards. I don't know. They ease us to 11 evil wizards.
My alter ego will fuck them into submission.
And I will help you following along the entire way. And as we do, and I would actually like to start collecting some of the dust of the dead wizard, being like, this is for research purposes, I swear.
Yes, not suspicious at all.
I try to like
The
weed
best
out.
worst Scott Pilgrim campaign
gong.
ever.
Cool up. Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, on another far, far continent, far, far away, there is a little halfling wandering through the woods, peering through, peering left, peering up, peering down. And next thing you know, a dragon swoops down, scoops him up in his mouth, starts flying away as little feet dangling out of the dragon's mouth. And you hear, enlarge. And the little halfling grows. The dragon drops him. He falls to the ground and he goes, not this time. Not this time. I am not food. Halflings are friends, not food.
and we're back.
Sounds really good. Love it.
Kulop's trying to collect all the dust of the dead wizard, just like, I need this for research purposes. Dead wizards don't come across very, very often. Could probably... Fizz, you make potions?
No, I do, yes.
Would you like some dead wizard dust?
I would love dead wizard dust.
I throw it at him. I thought you could catch it. No?
What? In what? My mouth?
Yes?
Okay.
And as we finish out for the evening, we open up on the Tall Tale Tavern, where each of you has just finished telling this story. Now, each of you, give us a little, we'll go one by one, a little rundown of what we can find yourself doing over the next few weeks, months, years. Where does your story lead you? So we can, have some background for canon purposes. Dumford,
Yes,
we'll
of
start with
course.
you. Since it was the same fucking order all night, we're just gonna keep with it.
Fuck you, dice.
Initiative,
Yeah,
I
God.
don't think, though.
Yeah.
Well, no. So Dumford actually finds a couple of good books in there. One of them's on making some good beer, some good whiskey, things like that. He's gonna save some money maybe in the long run, but also get back at that other dwarf Charlie for screwing him over a couple of times. So he spends some time learning to do that. Connects back with, I don't know what just happened. I got home, Juno and Patty, they're all a little weird. The ghost is involved here. I don't know what just happened, but some weird shit happened. But yeah, I start doing that and start a little side business while still adventuring, selling bootleg hooch out of the back of my garage.
Perfect. Fizz?
Well, Fizz is still trying to find his voice. Sometimes he talks just like he's selling hooch out the back of his garage, just like who he thinks his dad is, even though it's not really. It could be. So I just take some time trying to find a new voice, and, Kenkus do mimicry things, and I want a real voice. A voice that I can really get behind. It's been tough, though, so I'm searching for someone that I can learn to do a good voice from. And we see Fizz in the back of the Tall Tale Tavern just going, smash! 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 I don't think that's it. I don't think that's for me. I just don't think. Well, yeah, I do that and start some potions, and that's it. That's it for Fizz. I also
love
bugged the
it.
shit out of Dumford. I'm like, you're my dad. And he's like, no. And I'm like, yeah.
No.
Wesley?
Smash!
Well, Wesley embarks on an archaeological dig with Kulop, for they have
What the fuck?
they have created the archaeological guild together, and they go searching for bones. And of course, this is after he has his Jurassic Park.
Get the fuck
I seen that in chat earlier. And I was like, whoa. Whoa.
I love it. Cool up. How do you finish this out? How do?
Kulop follows around his dear friend Wesley as he helps him find the remaining 11 wizards that he needs to smash. And in doing so, he patiently watches and waits while he does his business.
Oh, Nikki gets another add to the book. That was the suggestion from Nikki.
Yeah. And doing so, he collects all the ashes of the remaining 11 wizards.
Monologue. I think chat
Piles them into a...
Thanks, Twitch.
I mean,
We missed Gronk's
screen
monologue. Run it back, baby. Run it back.
After you, Gronk.
Thanks for
Wesley,
letting us
go
know,
ahead.
Kat, Sora, Nikki, Kaylee.
Oh, what's that?
to you,
Apparently
Gronk. Repeat.
We froze, so you get to do yours again.
Oh, okay. Should I just do a Gronk monologue? Gronk smash! Then Gronk smash that wizard! Then Gronk smash that wizard! Then I smash! Then I smash! That's not what I said earlier. I'm sorry.
I'll partially recap what you said.
Yeah.
There we
Sure,
go.
go for it. Yeah.
So I follow Gronk along in his smashings, and I watch him do his 11 wizard smashings, and in doing so I collect all the dust from said wizards, and I slowly start to create a phylactery. And I plan in the future to dabble in a little bit of necromancy.
Oh, geez.
See where it takes me. But before that occurs, we get recruited by a small little gnome friend who appears out of nowhere, and we have an archaeological business that we are running on the side. In searching for the wizards, you know, we had to dig through some bones. But we were
Indeed.
hired to go to a menagerie off in the far, far Valeria woods. And in doing so, we were asked to aid in a Jurassic Park rebuild, where we were
Yes.
told
Jurassic.
it was possibly a Tarrasque mixed with a T-Rex. If you want to hear about this, go check out the Chaos Den and the one-shot that we did.
Excellent. All right, beautiful, my friends. Thank you all. We are going to be right back in a couple of minutes. We're going to do one final break, and then we're going to come back out of costume, out of character, and talk about our favorite moments, our least favorite moments, weird things that you may have posted or clipped in the Discord, and a general just where to find our wonderful, beautiful guests and how to give them more love and support them. You know, a rising tide raises all ships, baby. We don't
right, baby.
succeed
And if you're watching
without
on
trying to
YouTube-
help each other.
Fucking subscribe, nerds. My camera's over here. It's usually over there. Fuck you, camera. Hey.
Yeah, subscribe, nerds. Listen, there are there's channels out there with
Subscribe to the
millions
Rough
of
House.
subscriptions. It's free. Help a brother out. Give us a big old dick swinging like and subscribe, my friends.
Smash
And if
it.
you want to
Smash
see
Big Gronk dick.
And if you want to see the breakdown, you have to show up on Twitch on Fridays where we do it live, baby. We do it every Friday at 4 p.m. PST. Come watch us live, baby. That's the only place you're ever going to see. Oh, whatever. It's
6
time. I live
Love,
in
Death, and Dice
England. The
goes live at
times
4
don't
p.m.
exist.
PST every Sunday. Our main campaign, Love, Death, and Dice, every Sunday at 4 p.m. PST. That's our main campaign.
I have to do time
PST
zone
is
math all the
Pacific
time.
Standard Time. Poobert, fuck off.
It's 4 a.m. GMT time. Fuck all of y'all. All right, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. I love you all.
Later.
Make sure to check out our guest, the Chaos Den podcast, linked down in description, everybody on YouTube. In description, check them out. All right.
Thank you. Do it.
Spread the love, just like Gronk to all 12 wizards.
Maggie.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
everybody.